Hello everyone, my name is Clantus and welcome to the clan. So without further ado, let's get into this video. But before we get into the video, please, you people, you honorable members, you wonderful clan members, smash with the like button because guys, we are at 15,000. 15,000 honorable members are now part of the clan. Thank you all so much, guys. You are warmly welcome here. We're about to IQs together, and you do what? We spark self-appointed expert comments, which I'm going to be reading of the video that I posted this, well, it was posted last night, but it only, the Wi-Fi decided like, I will post it at 7 for you. While you are asleep, it's going to get posted. And then, of course, it got posted at 7 a.m. this morning. When it's been uploading, you have no idea, you guys, what I've been through. But anyways, it is what it is. And now we have the video and you guys made comments and I appreciate that. Let's get to the self-appointed expert comment. But like the video, very important to the algorithm. And let's start with Tiri Anna, who gave us 99 Rand and 99 to do what? To buy Mr. Mngomezulu bells. Someday when we meet him. Yeah, you know, just to say, well done. You taught us a lot. We appreciate it and all of that stuff. Thank you so much, Tiri Anna, honorable member of this family. Thank you so much for you. And then we have Liani, who says Mngomezulu was absolutely fantastic. Woohoo! Beautiful to watch. Well done, advocate. No matter how the judge tried to confuse or throw you off your trail, you bounced back even better. Whew. And he really was ready for Rata, right? He was so ready for him, it was not funny. Then we have Change. Who says Judge Rata has no choice but to acquit Ntanzi and Sibia. Period. Everything that we've heard thus far in the trial, within the trial, and also in the main trial, come on, the DNA was the punch for me. It was like, drop the mic, send these people back home. Those that are supposed to go serve prison sentences, let them go serve prison sentences of other crimes that they've committed and they were found guilty for. Now, with Ntanzi, hopefully his life will get back on track. I did see a comment as well, praying that he gets to therapy before he's integrated back into society, because 4 years in a jail cell can do a lot of damage to you, you know, especially when you are falsely accused of a heinous crime of not just anybody, but somebody that is well known across the country. Every time he hears Senzo Meiwa or Senzo, it's going to do something to him. So definitely I agree with you. I'm sorry, I did not read your name, but I'm sure I'm going to get to your comment at some point. If I do get to the comment, there are over 200 comments. So of course, guys, you know, we're not going to get to all of them. Then we have Merv, who says, guys, the human mind is the most powerful instrument in the human body. I always say the best engineering that was ever invented was the human brain. The best engineering. Absolutely, I agree with you. Look at the intelligence of King Mngomezulu, King Ntanzi, King Muzi, collecting information without even contradicting themselves. That is why Baloy said, you have a memory of an elephant. Some people think it was an offense. Actually, that's a very good comment. Compliment, a very good compliment. It basically means you have a very good memory because, you know, an elephant never forgets. An elephant keeps chronological order in its memory. If you did something to it when it was a baby and then you and it meet at older age, it will remember you. So basically that's what it meant. Because I saw somebody also say, what is my comment on the elephant memory comment? That's a big compliment to Mr. Mngomezulu by Baloy. I think he was impressed that he was speaking without a script. Baloy was traumatized by... Because how true is it that he went to Oxford University? I'm talking Baloy. Because I keep hearing that he went to Oxford. But anyways, that's besides the point. Let's go on with Purple Rain Trends, who says, let's send Ntanzi to law school next year. That's actually a very good idea. I would be so... In fact, I'm already inspired to do something like this. Now that I've seen my own capabilities as well, I'm like... And I see in your comments as well. Danzi and I may be first year law school students together, study and, bring each other up as students, and probably, who knows, we might even become business partners. Listen to me dreaming. No, I do dream out loud, by the way. Honorable clan members, it is very hot this evening, so I am sweating bullets. So if you see me sweating, just know that I do have a fan right in front of me. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's gonna mess up some things if I take it. I have a fan right here, but it makes so much noise, I cannot. So yeah, let's continue. Let's go on to Princess, who says, President Mgome Zulu, you are our hero. Oh, King, President. Yeah, well, I get y'all. I get y'all. I get y'all. I do. Let's do this again. You guys, you said you like it when my self-appointed expert commentaries are minimally edited, because it shows some naturalism in the video, rather when I edit and try to make it look perfect, which is actually a very good suggestion. Like, no, do minimal editing, basically where I'm wiping myself, because I can take some time. Maybe I may feel a little bit pressed and I run to the little man's room to relieve myself. Of course, then I'll have to cut out and stuff like that. Thanks for that suggestion. I appreciate it. Then we have, I'm not sure. Okay, there are a number of handles that don't have names. I apologize for not calling your name, but I will read your comment. You said, fantastic presentation, misleading title though. Now, let's talk about this. There is this thing called clickbait. Now, clickbait can be good, can also be bad. But me, when I clickbait you, what I usually do, I unbundle it in the video. If you were listening attentively to what I had said, I said that the confessions are going to not be admitted into evidence. That is just an acquittal on its own. And then it goes into the main trial, and then it's brought in the main trial. That is an acquittal. So it's not like I just misled you and left you hanging without me unbundling the title. So it's okay to clickbait your audience. However, inside the video, you need to do justice to the title. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. This is exactly what media houses do as well. The reason why you buy a newspaper is because of the headline that you saw outside of the newspaper. That made you go like, oh my goodness, this sounds so great. And then you go and you buy the newspaper. And when you read the newspaper, nothing that is drastic and dramatic as the title was. It's called clickbaiting. That's how newspapers are sold. That's how movies are sold. That's how, what do you call this? Even newsrooms actually, people sit and watch. It's called clickbaiting. There's nothing wrong with it. It can either work for you or it doesn't work for you. That's part of content creation world as a whole. So I get maybe you may not be educated in the creative space. That is why you're calling it misleading. But that's also okay. I'm not offended by that. But I also feel like it's also my duty as a content creator to also educate you about why there are such titles. And I don't do it often. Maybe I would do it once a month, twice a month. If I think like, okay, I want people to check this video out, then I will put a clickbait title. I hope we're understanding it. I'm being transparent about this because many content creators will not tell you this truth. Also, the media will never tell you this truth, why you actually buy newspaper. All those titles are clickbaits. And then I have another user. I'm so sorry. I don't know what your name is. I apologize. Guys, go to your thingy and write your name in. You see on your handle. Just put your name. It's very, very easy. You go to the profile, edit the profile, and then just delete those series of numbers, and then just add your name. And then now that when you come and make a comment, I'm able to read your name. You see what I mean? Because this is the first user that says I was misleading on my title. The user is PK2VJ3PL2W. That's not a person's name. The second one is user ZB2ZZ3FY6Z. That's not your name, right? So, but then I'm going to read your comment nonetheless because I appreciate your comments. He says it took him half a day from his head, but again, he mentioned that Mjiako didn't write down or participate with Mrs. Grenier. So you are out talking yourself, dude. Okay, no, it's cool. Let's bet the bells would go to Baloy or Mgomezulu. I guess this will be a great exercise, dude. As for the style, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge or anything. But as a person who hires a lawyer, this also goes for you. If you're never, ever, I hope you never get into legal trouble ever in your life, where your lawyer that you hired and you are paying big bucks for just sits, writes no notes, does not ask questions, does not come to you and consult and say anything to you simply because that's his style, right? How ethical is that for a lawyer to do? Because the whole thing of consultation is so that they take a brief and instructions from you. Just saying. Richard says, clients, while on interpretation, right there in the interpreter doesn't sound like a Zulu-speaking person. It's not isiZulu that he is using to interpret in that court. It's Zulu, but the Zulu is not Zulu, you know? The Igoli Zulu is... I don't think it should be used in courts, though. Because what a Zulu in Joburg speak is different from the Zulu that's spoken in Northern KZN. Even the Zulu in Durban is far different from the Zulu that we hear here in Johannesburg. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think this needs to be debated. Honestly speaking. That let's have Zulu speaking in our, from magistrates all the way to the constitutional court if we have to. But not only Zulu, but all the other languages as well. Because Afrikaners, when they are coming to a case and it's in English, they have a Afrikaner that is translating or interpreting the proceedings of the court. So same goes for other languages as well. Please, so that we understand what is being said in that court, because English can be very difficult. Actually, English is difficult. I've proved it because I went to school with English kids that were born in England, and I was doing better than them in English. Like, excuse me, this is your mother tongue. You know. Anyways, Belinda says Baloy has fabricated his head of argument. That is why they are boring stories. Okay. And then we have another user who says AVL is questionable because it doesn't specify exactly where the motor vehicle. It just shows the route only. So the AVL is corrupted or manipulated. It's possible. Some people say it is corrupted. I don't know, honestly speaking, when it comes to these AVL things, it just don't make sense to me at all. That a GPS in a tiny little bridge will just go off. And then 9 minutes later, it comes back on. I'm glad that Mr. Mgomezulu did traverse that with the judge. And I'm sure with the judge itself, because he lives in Soweto, he was born in Soweto, he grew up there. He knows that bridge, there's no way to interrupt what you call this, a GPS for that long. And I don't think that bridge has the capability of interrupting any kind of coordinates at all. If it does, maybe it's going to be for a second, not minutes. Then we have Khomutso, who says, after all these shenanigans, Ntanzi and his colleague must be taken for psychological. Yes, this is the comment that I was talking about earlier. They must be taken for psychological therapy before being integrated to their families and the country at large. It's very much hurting for them. Imagine the man's ego. Besides the man's ego, the human aspect of it, things that he probably learned in prison that he's not supposed to have learned, because we've seen how a soft criminal comes back a hardcore criminal after serving maybe a few months in prison or even years. So I agree on that one. I don't know. I really do agree on that one. Komutso continues to say, we work to protect the human dignity and the humanitarian rights. Thank you. That's beautiful. Now we find ourselves in the hands of police who do the worst. The police training must be changed and be evaluated every 3 months and see what happens. Exactly. And also, I want to also introduce rotation. No police officer should remain in the same police station for years and years. They should be rotated at least every 6 months or every 365 days. Because that way you can also minimize relationships being built between police officers and criminals, between police officers and drug lords and things of that nature. I think that's something that it needs to be introduced in our policing, so that we need to experiment with as many solutions as we can, so that at the end we find the one that fits and the best for South Africa and also protects and serves the people of South Africa. That's my take as well. Bongisiwa says, Baloyi Dismal failed Dismal to satisfy the court with his witnesses. Why he didn't call Mjiako? Because he knows if he called Mjiako, there's no evidence that shows that he was representing Danzi in any form. And then we have Masara, who says if they are admissible, what next? Then it's going to be used in the main trial. And for the first time, we are going to hear what is inside of those confessions. Right? The trial within a trial just looks at the principles, if they were followed, in obtaining a confession. They're not going to reveal the content of the confession. So once the court admits that, then it is revealed in the main trial what's inside of that confession. And that's how they will continue to prosecute the accused. I don't know if I explained it properly, but that's the best I can. Patricia's laughing and then says, Poisa any cool. Hey, we were traumatized. Get Poisa cool when. And then the user comes and says, lastly, client says, why this confirmation made them go up and down so many police stations, Gauteng and Pretoria. Yeah, that's another thing I was asking. 40 hours you're taking this person here and taking them there. I think it's Mukhano said because they were busy doing other investigations. You have one of the most dangerous criminals in your possession, and you are driving with him all over the country with escorts while you're busy also investigating other cases. That doesn't make sense to me. And he needs to be interrogated in the main trial. Then we have Margaret, who says, I just want to know whether this was robbery gone wrong or a hit and jab. I still think it wasn't a robbery, it wasn't a hit. I believe it was an accident. Then we have Ntikelo, who says Mngomezulu said state has no case. Ntanzi's evidence must be submitted as reasonably and possibly true. Yeah, that's basically the prayer that he made to the court. Kulisa says, Ipo is cool. Tikela continues to say, so the legal aid plan to separate Mngomezulu from boys isn't working. Nah, it did not work. It just did not work at all. Polani says, Dagaza, window, damn, for easy. Oh, you also Dagaza. That's nice. Noma Swazi says, hey Sansi, bubonile ubu ivu kuleli ticala lika senzo meyiwa ngeke shem. Hey, I've always heard they're evil people. I've always seen people that are not nice, but I would not describe them as evil or bad, but just not nice people. But in this case, the epitome of evilness that I was hearing coming from people, I don't know if they think they're made of, what do they think they're made of? I want to know, honestly speaking, because there's no way you're a human being. You have to not be a human being to do that to another human being. That's just pure evilness. Bongisiwa says, Mngomezulu is the best for this country. Well, let's hope that he will rise through the ranks. Who knows, maybe someday we'll have a brilliant mind like his that may actually do some great things for the people of South Africa. We'll see. The time will tell. And then we have another user. Unfortunately, I can't see the name. It says, Clantis, big ups to Mgomezulu. Clantis, I wish they can hire you to replace Gininda. Our country will be... Because clearly, one does not have to go to university or some kind of an academy. Just be a friend to one of the politicians. Possibly, never mind. And then... No, thank you. Thank you for the confidence. I appreciate it. I'm so sorry. I wish I could see what your name is, just your handle. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but thank you. I appreciate that. And then we have another handler. I think I did see the name of this. I just forgot who it was. He's just said, Amen, Clantis. Amen, indeed. Thank you. Then we have Nomatembo, who says, morning, clan. Morning. Well, now it's evening because it is 10 to 7 p.m. right now. And then let's continue. Then let's go to Beggy Sibia, who says, if Baloyi presented power of attorney documents wherein Danzi instructed former police captain Mjiyako to represent him, surely a different story would have been argued in court. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more with this comment by Beggy Sibia. Thank you so very much for that. Makes perfect sense. Then we have Amanda Mlambo, who says, guys, if Rata decides to rule in favor of the state as the community, South African citizens, is there anything we can do to help the guys? Well, I don't know what they will do. Well, hopefully they will appeal. And of course, going to an appellate court is costly, like very costly. Maybe if they come and say, guys, we are going to appeal, we don't have the money, maybe that's how we can come in and try and assist by contributing whatever we can towards the legal fees for the SCA. I think that's as much as we can do. As for the rest with the judiciary and all, no, there's nothing we can do about that. Then we have Mpasimo, who says, also struck at the fact that the state dismally failed to prove Mjiyako was appointed by Ndanzi or his family. The judge can hide behind Mjiyako's fidelity what all he wants, but what he is in dispute is the mandate. Where is the proof of the mandate? Very good questions. That is why Baloyi did not call him, because he knew he does not have it. I think they may have had a conversation on the side before, and then Jack was like, dude, I don't have all those things. I cannot prove it to you that I was hired by Ndanzi. And so that is why he played the ignorance game. Bongisiwa says, no way, Zarata, this obvious country is watching you. We are definitely watching. We are learning and we are watching. We are like, yeah, yep, that's us. Then we have Tebucho, who says, hi, the clan. Hello, Tebucho. I was listening when you elaborated the closing argument. This thought came to mind. What if Mrs. Cronje did all this deliberate? There's a possibility. In fact, I did also delve into that. As a matter of fact, I even have a whole video where I was like, nah, there is something about Cronje that she's just dropping crumbs. Either the crumbs for the defense to use to the best of their ability, because as a magistrate, you should know that recording somebody without their permission or their knowledge is actually unconstitutional. She knows this. She knows this. So why did she do it? So you and I are thinking alike. Then let's continue to the second part. After the comma, you say, or to say living breadcrumbs. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you and I are thinking the same. Mrs. Cronje is the magistrate. She knew the law. Yeah. Cause by her, Ndanzi's confession was a giveaway. Other thing is, they said Ndanzi was selling and dealing in guns, but the day of the robbery, Ndanzi brings the shine objects. The whole dealer, they only bring one gun, but they had guns and ammunitions. That whole robbery or hit gone wrong is even wrong on its own. Yeah, Tebuho, I'm with you. I'm with you on this one. Then we go to Cabello, who says, thank you. You too. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, thanks, Cabello. Thank you so much. Then we have Mudiso says, Ngomezulu the Beasts. Ngomezulu is collecting all these pet names. I'm liking it. That means he did a great job. Then we have Mohale, who's laughing at first. Okay. What the state has is drama production, and they failed dramatic. I see what you did there. Okay, my glasses are all foggy now. The prosecution did not even have the heads of argument. Hence, Baloy just read the witnesses 50 pages that did not even prove anything to make the confessions to be admissible. I always say God isn't slumbering, and the truth has its own way of coming out. Thanks, clan. I love you. The cancer in me is like, thank you. Thank you, Muhammad. Love you too, by the way. Love you too. Your content and the clan nation who stand for the truth and justice. Come out, got the liars now. Ta. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mohale. That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. And then we have Josephine, who says, Advocate Ngomezulu as star. Yeah, he was impressive. I loved every bit of it. The build up as was beautiful. Then we have Patricia, who says, Ujaji no baloyi bavele nento engakhoyo xa besithi if wayebethiwe ngewabiza i-ambulance. Who vele bezobiza i-ambulance, Nkosi yami, ngoba because it's, sometimes this judge, I wonder, is he so detached from reality of the people on the ground that he will make statements like this? I mean, I'm now a Patricia. No, it's wrong what he said. Absolutely wrong. Then I have another user who says, I am in the same situation like Ntanzi and Muzi, but my story now is going to the judge president of the Supreme Court of Appeal. When it's finished, I want you, Clantis Domagute, to have an interview with me. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I almost cried. Okay. No, definitely. I'm sorry. I will look for your name because I only have your handle. User CN1PJ2CB5B. So I will check what you're thinking, and then go follow me on Instagram at Clantis_Dumagute. If you have it. I don't know if you have access. Definitely, I would love that. I would definitely love that. I'd love to sit down with you. My goodness, I'm so sorry that you're going through this. Sita says, EU, this is real. People are experiencing a lot out there. All the best as you go to the Supreme Court of Appeal. Yeah. If your matter is being taken by Judge President, that means there's something definitely that I think they're taking it under advisement. That means there's definitely something there that is appealable and possibly even an acquittal. Wow. No, definitely once that happens, we'll sit down. You let me know and then we'll have a sit down. Thank you for the faith in me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Man, you caught me off guard. Oh, caught me off guard. Then we have Colin, who says, Clantis, even I was absolutely excited and relieved with Ngomezulu's performance, but was disgusted with the Rata's behavior. Whew. I had already given up on him because I knew that Unje. From the time Ngomezulu mentioned the argument about Kronia and Giaco, he was actually fighting and arguing with Ngomezulu, fuming and boiling with anger and drumming all his desk with the I'm reading this exactly like how it's running through your head and how it infuriates you, because I can tell you were Very annoyed by Rata right there. He looked totally beside himself from that point on. I saw it, and I was like, I'm Gomez Zulu Jove. I'm Gomez Zulu, I was jovering him. And he hated it because he wanted to distract Ngome Zulu as much as he could, especially around the issue of Mjiako, to a point where he wanted to pin the whole process of beyond a reasonable doubt on the defense when it's actually the onus on the state. That was very interesting. I agree with you, Colin. It was funny. Then we have Helen, who says, I'm the first to come in and first to like too. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you so much. Helen, love it, love it, love it. Notification gang. Love the notification gang. Oh, Bungane says, yeah, let the defense hit harder to Magistrate Cronier, Adam Giago. Next argument to pin holes. You know what? In the main trial, I think that's exactly what they are going to do. I cannot wait for them to do that because already the recordings, the whole recording things will have the magistrate take the stand in the main trial, and then she needs to ventilate. She's under oath, remember? She's got to tell the truth. Ma'am, did you or didn't you take a confession from accused number accused number 2? Something. Then we have Malifa, who says this case was supposed to end at the moment the magistrate corroborated the Ndanzi version about bathing and no phone calls given to him. Right. The moment she heard that, she was supposed to stop the process altogether. You have not bathed in 8 days. You have not called your family since you've been arrested. Let's forget the 48-hour one, where she should have actually stopped altogether everything. But no, she went ahead. No, I agree with you, Mulife. Where did I stop? The state thinks he is on their side like everyone else watching. But let's wait for the judgment. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm reading somebody else's. Let me finish Mulife, who says that on its own is gross violation of constitutional rights of the accused person. That's true. When you continue doing something when you've been told a constitutional violation was committed and you continue with the process, it cannot be valid. I agree. Kaulani, now I can read your comment, who says, I honestly don't trust this judge. He is too smart not to see what's going on here, unless he is captured as well. The state thinks he is on their side like everyone else watching, but let's wait for the judgment. Well, you know what? I share the same sentiments with you, but after listening to the witnesses on the state side and everything that they've done, they've committed like serious constitutional violations. As a result of that, Judge Rata is pushed against the wall. He cannot rule otherwise. Meaning, like, he cannot admit these so-called confessions into evidence. He can't. Because how will he even explain the whole Mjiako situation without any paper proving that indeed he was hired by Ndanzi? So, yeah, on this one, I know I will sleep. I know that I sleep peacefully knowing that these constitutional violations will set free Ndanzi and Sibiya. Then we have Belinda, who says, but I love Ngome Zulu yesterday. He nailed them. Oh, I am so sorry. If I'm terrible in reading Zulu, can you imagine when I'm reading Setswana, I think this is, as the starting defense. I'm so sorry for butchering your language. I'm so sorry. How far are we? Now I'm gonna read 3 more and then we close comments and then we call it a day. Fezeka, where have you been? I missed you. Where have you been? Hi Clancy, I watched you when I were at Tandim Zamo's breakfast at Protea Hotel. Hey, to me, although Ngome Zulu put them to the corner with his stepson, they want to be Ndanzi behind bars. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for watching the vlog. Oh, that was a beautiful breakfast. Beautiful people, beautiful conversations, beautiful hosts. Everything was just absolutely beautiful. You see, the client gets invited to events, y'all. I think I have 2 events that I'm also invited to this month. But y'all don't watch the vlogs. You've made sure that this channel is about Senzo and Senzo alone. I got the message, I get it, but I'll still post other things as well. Those that watch will watch, those that don't won't. That's all. I've actually resigned myself to that. That I have to respect you. What you want is what you will get. The ones that I think I just want to document and put out there, I'm also cool. If you don't watch, I'm cool. Even though I would want you to watch, but I'm cool. It's cool. Then let's read the last 2, which is Patrick, who says Mgomezulu is a genius. So to say, they must release Ndanzi. Then we have Zandile. I can't really understand the pointing part. It's confusing. Because in Senzo's incident, all happened inside the house of the Kumalos. Exactly. What if, okay, what is it that Sibia was taken to point to them and photos taken thereof? Yeah, like exactly what, yeah. You know, the question also had bothered my mind before. But let's see, maybe somebody knows the answer, because I see a comment there. It's from Tabo Mositeng. Even me, I want to know. We are confused. Even me, I want to know what was pointing out for. Make me understand, guys. To be honest, I wish I did. I wish I did. Okay, then we have the last comment by Theophilus, who says that these confessions were nothing but a setup, and Advocate Mgomezulu pointed this out accurately. Rather tried to blame the defense team by asking them why they didn't call Mjiako. Advocate Mgomezulu, being a genius, told him that that ball is in the state court to prove the case beyond a shadow of doubt. The state was supposed to call Mjiako to prove Ndanzi is a compulsive liar, and they failed. Absolutely, I agree with that, guys. Thank you so much for the submissions. All 200 and let's see, 200 and how many of the clan members that sent? 229 of you. Thank you so much, guys. You have absolute no idea how all of this helps the channel. I appreciate you so much. If you like the video, give it a like. If you like the video, give it a like. Anyways, to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the bell notification so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody that's super thanking the channel and supporting the channel financially. I highly appreciate you guys so much. And don't forget to leave a comment down below, because you guys already know we do the self-appointed experts every time you leave a comment. I may not read all of your comments, and it's not because I am jumping you deliberately. I am reading as they are, like this. I don't jump any. Thank you so very much for your submissions. Please do share this video far and wide. I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.